I know I'm ashamed of church and the state, and the way you're not worthy of grace. I know I'm a crisis, I deserve my fate. Some good Jesus loves those that hate. Undertaker, Undertaker, here's my bid. They say your name is etched on her grave. My tears are raindrops that cover the land for the big bad boy that fell from my hand. Flooded with anger, with grief and despair, the waters of life have surely been unfair. Undertaker,